Kia ora, welcome to Roosterland, where the rooster crows in the background every 5 seconds. Thursday the, what is it today, 5th of October 2023, starting to lose track of time, which is my ramble for today. Time. Just out wandering around. Yes, I still have not found my camera, and therefore we're stuck with this format for now because I'm lazy and can't be bothered trying to make this any more less amateur than what it is. So sorry about that. Anywho, for the 2 or 3 people who watch this anyway, it's probably not that big a deal. Limited commodities. We talk about, money's a limited commodity for the most part, unless you've inherited like billions of dollars or something, I guess. We have limited resources, and time is one of those things. There's only so much time in the day. We only have so much time in our clocks, and our clocks are not something that we generally, for the most part, get to determine, when we basically and leave this world. So in that respect, it's finite, but it's also a highly variable finite. Will today be my last day? I know it's very morbid, but my point is that time is really a fixed thing, and what we do and how we use it is important. That making sure that we make good use of it. So we've got the 9 to 5 job, or the 8 to 5 job, or 7 to 5 job, or whatever kind of job you basically have that kind of meets your needs and pays the bills and all the rest of it. So it's a pretty good chunk out of the week, particularly if you've got commute time built into that as well. Obviously that's going to chunk into your day, and there are ways and means you can work around that, podcasts and what have you to listen to while you're driving back and forth. That's all cool and groovy. I fortunately am not in that space. I work remote, and my day job, at least for now, is crammed into, and working remote is, at least for now, is crammed into 4 days. So I have the luxury of a 3-day weekend, woohoo! But it's not really like that. What that really means is, theoretically, I have more time to get on with other stuff, because we're coming into winter, and those 4 days are really not going to be super productive. In summer it's way too hot, and in winter we've got shorter days. So get up early in the morning. Once things roll back, there's a little extra daylight, but pretty much by the close of the day, we're into pitch black again, and that then leaves stuff that you can do indoors or elsewhere, or set spotlights up and risk the wrath of bugs, and go out and do what you can elsewhere. So rambling. My point here is, where possible, think about your use of time and look to maximize it in the areas that you feel are important at this time. I hark back to the good old bad old days. We were kids and roaming around. We had all the time, or felt that we had all the time in the world, because we really didn't have a concept of adulting 101, and everything was kind of done for you. And now, by the time you spend time doing the dishes or doing the laundry or tidying up, the million little things that kind of just need to happen. And then on top of that, you've got your day job. In our case, we've got committed evenings that we've got stuff that we need to do, because we're running the karaoke now. So there's that. When we start pulling more DJ gigs and parties, which we are doing, then that means some of our other evenings are going to be committed as well, or at least Dawn and I will be splitting up and dividing and conquering, so to speak. And then on top of that, we have all the stuff that we want to do with the homestead, which needs to fit in there as well. And that's no small amount of work. Certainly won't be once we start excavating, re-excavating, properly excavating and building the house. So, you know, all these things are, time is really another major factor for consideration in all of our plans. So, how do we deal with this quandary? Well, you know, all the spreadsheets in the world are not really going to help. All the to-do lists and reminders and everything else are really just things that are kind of going on. I don't really have a good answer to this. My time management has never been, you know, I'm going to say great. During my work day, yes, absolutely, because I have X hours and I've got to schedule meetings and work around other people's schedules, and that's what I do. But the outside that, other than sort of set commitments, kind of hard. But it's something that is on my mind at the moment, because I feel like, personally at least, I feel like I kind of wasted a good chunk of this year. And I look back and I haven't. I mean, we've actually achieved a lot, and way more than, you know, we were kind of expecting to do. But, you know, maybe it's just a niggle. Maybe it's just because I have high standards, and I try to, and maybe I just aim too high. But I feel like I can do better. Let's leave it at that. And so time is on my radar as another resource. I already track all things financial and, you know, all the minutiae of that. You know, when we move into our side gigs, it's, you know, business plans and blah-de-blah-de-blah. But and we have other side gigs as well, which of course are going to eat into time again. But I guess, you know, as we're coming into fall, definitely heading into winter, time is something that is on my mind, and something that I really want to try and use better, much better, in 2024, as we get through winter. So yeah, got any thoughts or suggestions how you manage time, or things that you wish that you could do better? Yeah, feel free to leave them in the comments. Otherwise, have a great rest of day. Take care. Kia ora.